Rest in peace to Irv Gotti. Didn't know he was even sick. I guess he had a stroke a few months ago, and he had another stroke recently, and they put him on life support, and he was in a vegetative state, and they declared him deceased. 54 years old. Like the thing about Irv Gotti, either good Irv or bad Irv, Irv always had a lot of energy. He was just a very energetic guy, always laughing, and now that light is gone. The first time I saw Irv Gotti, I didn't know who he was exactly. He was in the Flavor in Your Ear video by Craig Mack. Rest in peace, Craig Mack. Rest in peace, Biggie Smalls. And he was there with his artist, Mike Geronimo. Geronimo had that single, It's Real. Man, I miss that era. Like, that's the era of Nas and AZ and Mike Geronimo, where they just, Big L, when them dudes were just lyrical geniuses, man. Just the way they rode the beat is just fantastic. You don't have that today. So then Irv became a label head for Def Jam. He signs DMX, he signs Jay-Z. For Jay-Z, he produces the song Can I Live? For DMX, he produces or co-produces one of my favorite X songs and videos, What's My Name? I love What's My Name by DMX. Oh, that's fantastic. Like, whenever I'm mad about something, you think this is a game? You think this is a game? Oh, I love Earl. I miss Earl. Rest in peace, DMX. But rock doesn't have to go through this. They went through this in the 90s when Kurt Cobain and quite a few that Lane Staley, like they had artists that passed away in the 90s, but man, hip hop and R&B from the 90s just taking so many hits. So after signing DMX and Jay-Z, Lear Cohen, who is the president of Def Jam, gave Irv his own label, which would be Murder Inc., later known as the Inc., which we are introduced to Ja Rule. And Irv co-produced one of my favorite Ja songs, Holla Holla. And then later on, and then Ja has all these hits, and then Ashanti pops up. He signs Ashanti. And she has a gang of hits. I was never a big fan of Ashanti. However, one of my favorite songs from Murder Inc. is Down For You. Down For You is fantastic. It's just the groove for that is great. I think Irv might have co-produced that too. Go look on Irv's Wikipedia and look at all the songs he produced or co-produced. You will be amazed. Like some of your favorite songs, you probably had no idea that he produced or co-produced these songs because he was never really out there like that. He wasn't like Puffy or Missy and Timbaland. Like he just wasn't out there like that as a producer. You just kind of saw Irv more as a label guy, but he was more than a label guy. He's a really good label guy. He's a really good producer, man. And then so after that, him and his brother got in trouble for money laundering. They go to trial, but they get off. You know, it was a roll of the dice because I think the feds wanted him to take a plea, and he was like, "No, I didn't do nothing." They took it to trial, and they got off. So you know, that's go up against the government and winning, man. That's something. And then after that, he had a reality show with his probably ex-wife now and his family. And in recent years, Irv has gotten in trouble a lot just from talking too much, especially on Drink Champs. Yes, those interviews can be disturbing, but they're really fun. And one of the things that happened was he was saying that him and Ashanti had a relationship. She said that didn't happen. Women don't believe they did. I think they messed around. Ashanti was young, and Irv was in a powerful position. I'm not saying that they were just couple dollars in love. But to just poo-poo that, thinking like Irv is just lying, I don't think Irv is lying. I think they had something. But Ashanti said they didn't, so I guess we have to go by Ashanti's word, but I don't know. So if we look back at the 90s, because I already mentioned, like, rest in peace, Biggie, rest in peace, Craig Mack, rest in peace, DMX. We've lost a lot of people. Left Eye, Aaliyah, and then, so that's the deaf side. And then now, like, R. Kelly is in prison. Puffy's in jail. And he might end up going to prison. We've seen so much destruction. Like, the 90s is a big part of who I am, right? It's a soundtrack of my 20s. And if you take out all these people, it's like, well, just take out R. Kelly and take out Puffy and take out, you know, Irv Gotti talking about Ashanti. If you take out all these people, man, that's a big chunk of hip hop and R&B gone. Gone. That whole Ghetto Fabulous era is almost non-existent. You know, like Jay-Z, he's going through his stuff right now. It's like nothing severe yet, but there's allegations floating around by Jay, so we have to keep an eye on what's going on with him. It just seems like, I don't know if it's the universe or something, but all that riches and all that success, all that stuff that happened in hip hop and R&B in the 90s and early 2000s just being taken away. You don't see other genres going through this, man. It's crazy. So if you're a fan of either Irv Gotti, musically, of course, or Murder Inc., what is your favorite song from Murder Inc.? It could be from Ashanti, it could be from Ja Rule, it could be from another artist. If you know Irv's production really well, what is your favorite Irv Gotti production? Oh yeah, I forgot. Like they worked with Irv and Ja. They worked with Jennifer Lopez on "Ain't It Funny" and "I'm Real." Like I don't know what Jennifer would be without Irv and Ja. I think she'll still be successful. She's Jennifer Lopez, but it just they kind of gave her the street cred that she probably didn't have before. Man, rest in peace, Irv. Controversial, creative, smart, and another legend gone. Rest in peace, Irv.